Hi, I'm Phil, and today we're going to continue with our motor drive projects in the seniors robot course. So opening up motor drives and going straight to projects, we're going to look at the BaseX on the Fire computer and what that looks like on the desktop is on this photo. So we've got the Fire computer on the top left. Next to that, there's a dual button. And on the bottom, we're going to drive two Lego Mindstorm motors, and these are NXT motors. So a closer look at that. Here is the screen on the top of our Fire computer. And on the bottom, we have our motors. So let's have a look at the objective. What we're trying to do is test Lego Mindstorm motors for compatibility with the M5 Fire and the M5Stack BaseX. We're going to test that on the UI flow, and design-wise, we're going to press the buttons, button A, B, and C on fire, and button A is going to increase the motor mode, button B decreases it, and button C stops the motors. We're going to add that stop support. So this was an original example, and I've added the stop mode to the program. Hardware-wise, from M5Stack, for our core or our computer, we use the Fire computer. And we've looked at that before. The base is going to be a base EV3 motor, and it has cable sockets for RJ11 cables. And you can use not only EV3 motors, but you can use NXT motors. And they're shown here. The NXT motor is an older one. And we've previously looked at the characteristics of torque versus speed. And this works quite nicely in the arrangement. Or alternatively, we can have a look at Lego EV3 motors, which came out a bit later. Connections, well, we just simply put our base on the bottom of the Fire computer, and we connect the motor, and there are 4 sockets, M1, M2, and on the other side we have M3 and M4, and those RJ11 cables go to the Lego motors. Okay, so software-wise, we're using UI Flow, and we might actually go and have a look at that on the website. So we're going to paint a screen that looks like this, and here is our code. So let's go across now and have a look at that. So going across to the M5Stack, we select UI Flow version 1, and my program is on the right, and on the left, I've already painted the screen for my Fire computer, and in the middle, the base X appears here. So we've got various commands available to us to control the motors and the servos on BaseX. So let's have a look at the program in a little bit more detail. In the setup, we just set the mode to 0, and in the loop, we go through and check what mode we're on. And if we're in mode 1, we go to a function called set mode 1. Now let's go and have a look at that. So in mode 1, which is right on the bottom, we paint the labels 0 and 2. The first one is the normal mode. So that goes on to the label over here. And label 2, we get the encoder value. So we're putting the encoder and we're setting the motor to normal mode. The other alternatives, we could set it to position or speed mode. So here we're only setting one of the 4 motors, then the second motor, and then we set the speed. And in mode 2, we introduce a PID maximum speed of 50, and we're setting the position to 1,000. So that's position mode, and mode 3 is speed mode. So when we press button A, we can change the mode. That increases the mode by 1. Button B decreases it by 1, and button C stops the motors. And that's all there is in the software for our BaseX. So what were the results? Well, we were able to test each of the modes for our BaseX, and they all worked. We made a video, and we also looked at the design features. The only issue is that there's no support under UI Flow 2. And if you want to do any programming, you have to select UI Flow 1 version. So stay tuned, and I have a desktop demonstration. Here we have the M5Stack Fire Computer, which is just here, and it's sitting on top of a BaseX, and that provides up to 4 connections to Lego motors. In this case, we've got the MXT motors, 2 of them, and we're going to do a demonstration. So what we'll do is go to our LCD and our push buttons, and we'll go into the various modes. So we're now going down, and you can see that the motors are now turning. This is the speed mode. And this is the position mode, and it's returning the encoder value. And we'll now go to the normal mode. Again, it returns the value. You can go back up again by pressing button A. And that's the M5Stack Fire Computer hosting the BaseX motor drive for Lego motors. And instead of just NXT motors, you can use EV3 motors like this one. So they would just substitute and be an alternative to these motors.